Peace and blessings. What's up with all the daydreamers out there? Please live it. Don't sleep through this thing. Part 2 of what you need to start your video podcast journey. Bars. Let's get it. So the last time we talked about all you're needing is your phone, the front-facing camera of that phone, and some really good lighting. And we even used examples of just the regular lighting inside the house. I used this room. I cut off these photo lights, which are cheap off of Amazon if you want to buy them. But I turned off these photography lights, that is, and I just used the light that's above me. Then I went inside the living room and used the ceiling light in the living room. Then I went inside the kitchen and I used the light inside the kitchen. That was it. Just positioning myself just enough where the light was shining into my face and where the sensor itself could capture that light. And it produced a decent looking video, right? Okay. Now we're going to talk about something else, which is a little bit more tricky, but is worthwhile actually diving into, which is audio. But we're going to try to keep this as simple as possible, because oftentimes when you hear people talk about audio, they get to talking about the type of microphone you need, and then they end up talking about all these different connections that you got to have, and then they end up talking about how your room sounds and all that other stuff. And so it becomes an information overload to the point to where you're like, I don't even want to do this no more. I don't even want to do this no more, man. So with that being said, let's talk about how to get the best audio possible for your video podcast, especially if you're just starting off as a beginner. Now, let me give you an example on the difference between using this microphone and just using the microphone on my iPhone where it's sitting right now. Here we go. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son, that whosoever believes in him should not perish, but have everlasting life. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son, that whosoever believes in him should not perish, but have everlasting life. So now, as I was switching in between the audio of my microphone and my phone's microphone, you could clearly hear a distinct difference. Even though with this mic, you can still hear some of the room. It's not as much as you could hear from the phone's mic. But you're saying, Sleep, so you mean to tell me I got to go out there and buy a microphone? So what microphones do I need to buy? Whoa. Slow your roll, right? Let's slow our roll. So what I'm about to do is I'm about to push this microphone out of the way, and I'm going to give you a simple trick that will actually help eliminate a lot of your audio problems. Because what I see is individuals who start their journey, they're putting their phone, let me just use the example instead of talking. So I'm going to move this mic. Now I'm talking straight into my iPhone's microphone strictly. I'm not going to be using my mic. My mic is on just for reference purpose to keep everything in time. But I'm talking straight to my iPhone's microphone. This is all we're using right now. Now think about this. Where my microphone is, I am roughly, bring some scientific equations out on this, Jake, man. I am roughly 2 feet away from this microphone. Watch this. I am 2 feet away from the microphone on my phone. Now, I've seen people do videos and they'll put their stuff out there and their phone is literally on a stand, which is good. There's nothing wrong with that because it's not shaking or moving, but it's about 2 to 3 feet away from them to where it's the microphone is not close to their mouth. Think about it. Coming back to this microphone right here. Now pay attention. We're switching back to this mic. Pay attention because this is all relevant. Watch how close I am to this mic. Pay attention. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son, that whosoever believeth in him should not perish, but have everlasting life. Do you see the difference? Me moving away from even this microphone right here, it diminishes the amount of sound that is going into the mic as I'm speaking and everything like that. So the further you are away, the thinner the sound gets. The closer you are to the mic, the more boomier, the more deep that the sound gets. It's almost like if you ever plugged up your ears and tried to listen, you get too close, it'll sound muffled and everything like that. And the bass will override it and stuff and everything. But let's go back to the phone example. So back to the phone example. Watch this. So I'm 2 feet away right now. Watch this. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son, that whosoever believeth in him should not perish, but have everlasting life. Just bringing this phone closer to my face, it has changed the audio or the quality of the audio of what I'm putting out. Let me give you a and B example. 2 feet away, for God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son. Whosoever believeth in him should not perish but have everlasting life. A few inches away, for God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son, that whosoever believeth in him should not perish but have everlasting life. Let's try another example real quick. I'm probably a foot away or more. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son, that whosoever believeth in him should not perish, but have everlasting life. A few inches away, for God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son, that whosoever believeth in him should not perish, but have everlasting life. Let's use the kitchen, probably about a foot away. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son, that whosoever believeth in him should not perish, but have everlasting life. A few inches away, for God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son, that whosoever believeth in him should not perish, but have everlasting life. Let's get back into the office. Now, hopefully those examples kind of give you an understanding of proper mic placement, even with your phone. I get it. If many of us want it set up the way that I have it set up, it's away from us, it's sitting still, and all that great stuff. There is absolutely nothing wrong with wanting it to have a certain look. Indeed, you want it to have a certain look, but if the quality of the audio is going to harm the production quality overall, it's all right to grab hold of that phone and bring it closer to you. Or get you a stand, get you a phone holder, a phone mount, put it on that stand, put it on that tripod stand, and now you got the phone where it's sitting and you can come up close to the phone so you're not holding the phone, but you'll still hopefully get some better audio. Let's get up out of here, man. I hope that this helped you guys out, man. The examples gave you some references that you could actually use to better the quality of the production that you are doing. It's a step-by-step process. It's not gonna come out the gate and be all flashy like your favorite YouTuber or whatever the case may be. Look, I'm still learning this thing. I'm still learning lighting. I'm still learning audio. I'm still learning the quality of color grading. All these different things I am still learning. I am a student of this art form, and I am absolutely loving it. So, with that being said, much love and respect. Y'all be safe out there, man. This your boy Sleep. Peace.